Hey guys, how's it going? It is the real Randy Chavez coming at you with a Tesla stock shareholder video. Why? Because I bought another share today for like $1,001, bringing my total shares up to 33. So it's not just me here saying like, oh, buy Tesla and I don't have skin in the game. I do have a lot of skin in the game. A lot for me. I know there's some people that have hundreds of shares, thousands of shares. You guys are incredible saints. I wrote a couple of things down because we do have a tentative date for Investor Battery slash Shareholder Day, and it is, how's the date? 15 September 2020. So tentatively, meaning that that's the date that they're shooting for. Might happen before that, might happen after. We don't know. Right now, Tesla's really just pushing for that profit in Q2. They've done a couple things, but we'll get to that in a second. Right now, what can we expect from Investor Battery Shareholder Day? Because they're combining the two, and obviously they're going to say like, all right, million mile battery. That's something that I think they're going to start doing in the next couple of months, in putting those million mile batteries into Tesla cars, because they don't want to say, all right, hey, the million mile battery is going to be done next year, then people are just going to wait until next year to get the car. I think they're just going to start doing it, and by that point, hey, by the way, so Tesla is not only leading in the million mile batteries as far as that technology, but also in the technology as far as scale of production and the production process of batteries. As I said, they're vertically integrated as much as possible, and they're still trying to improve upon perfection. And the cost per kilowatt hour is going to go down as well. They're leading in that. The power and the charge rate. So basically, how quickly can they charge? That is by far they're leading in that as well. Energy density they're leading in. Battery chemistry they're leading in. The life cycle of the battery they're leading in. And over-the-air updates, something that no one else has. I think the best course of action for these other internal combustion engine makers, Ford, Chrysler, GM, there would just be to fusion ha, and then to combine their power. Ford is $150 billion in debt. I don't think anyone would ever want to. I don't think I would ever want to join with them because there's so much debt. It's like, let's say you really like a person, like you like a girl, you like a guy, whatever, and then you find out that they're in like $400,000 of debt from like school. And I know that that's generally a high number. Most people are, below the six-figure debt. But, I had a friend that, she studied abroad to become a veterinarian, and when she graduated, was in debt $400,000. And again, extreme case, most people are only in debt maybe 50, 80, 200 grand, whatever. But, why would you want to marry into all that debt? Why do you want to merge yourself with that? Oh my God, it's insane. And I get it, Ford F-150 is the most popular vehicle. I drove a couple of those when I was in the military, and yeah, they're pretty cool. A lot of horsepower, a lot of storage, but Tesla Cybertruck. Again, I drove the F-150, a few of them. And did I get one when I got out of the military? Did I get one when I was in the military? No. I stuck with something cheap, good on gas. When I was in the military, I bought a 2012 Honda Civic. In 2015, I paid it off on deployment that next year, and I still have it. I'm gonna have that until I get my Cybertruck. I pre-ordered Cybertruck a while ago. And speaking of, all right, so Cybertruck, I got it with the full self-driving. I locked it in at $7,000 because it's going up to $8,000 in July 1st. And the reason why Elon Musk is doing that, and outside of that, he also has the basic autopilot that you could buy. For your car, like Model 3 and Model Y. Normally it's $3,000. Lowered the price 66% to $2,000. Why? Because they're going for this Q2 push. They're going for the end of the quarter. They really want to make a profit. They really want to go into the S&P 500. Outside of that, Jay Leno on his YouTube channel, I think it's called Jay Leno's Garage. I think that's the name. He reviews the Model Y, and he has 2.9 million subscribers, and he loves Tesla. He has a 30-minute video on it, just like saying what he can do. He's sitting in the trunk. He's presses on the acceleration, and he goes back like, "Whoa, he didn't expect that." He has a GoPro attached back there. It's really cool. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched some clips of it. I watched a little bit of it. You can't get better advertising than that than Jay Leno. Someone's a late night comedy legend. He's really good at what he does, and thankfully he's on our side. Outside of that, Tesla doesn't do these things each quarter. Okay, so the battery investor day / shareholder day. Tesla doesn't do these things a lot. Like they don't do it every quarter. Obviously everyone has their Q1 earnings, Q2 earnings, and all that, but they don't do that even every year. I mean, the last time they had Autonomy Day was in April of 2019. So it's pretty infrequent that they do this. So when they do these types of things, it's a big deal. And also, Tesla put in 1 year of free supercharging for every Tesla you buy that's already in their inventory, and you take delivery of it by the end of June. So if you're on the fence and it's like, well, buy a car that's already in their inventory, and you will get something that a year worth of free supercharging. It's insane. And then Full Self-Driving will have a subscription-based service. Elon Musk has tweeted that, but he also tweeted that financially, it will make the most sense to actually just purchase the Full Self-Driving. So if you don't want to purchase it, you could subscribe to the service, and it'll be X amount, each month. But the Full Self-Driving, that will be, it'd be make more financial sense just to buy it outright. And that's what we have today. In another week or two, I'll be buying another share of Tesla. I keep saying like, oh, in this date, and then I buy it like a few days later. But anyway, guys, that is it for me. Tesla sales data video, data analysis is just what I do. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just someone that looks over data, finds patterns, and even though I am in risk analysis and business consulting, I am not a stockbroker. I don't have a Series 767 license. It's just my opinion. This is just what I'm doing. I'm being transparent. I love you all. Bye.